Now, this is a story that has shocked pretty much people across the world. The American Supreme Court overturned its 50-year-old abortion protection law. A country that likes to describe itself as the leader of the free world at this point of time denies its own women the choice of getting an abortion if they want to. Experts say that the Supreme Court in the United States of America possibly does not represent the voice of the liberal women in America. But remember, there are different interests in America which are very strong, and there were also these pro-life people who had strong opinions about issues such as this. The protests have broken out across the country from outside of the Supreme Court to every other state. In a poll that was conducted before the overturning of the decision suggested that two-thirds of the Americans wanted the law to stand. Protests might be small or big, but the demand remains the same: to not dictate reproductive rights for women. And this is something that the American president himself has called as a constitutional right.
The thousands of millions that need to be educated.
So let's start with what unfolded at Mississippi, where a women's health organization has now become the epicenter of protests. This building, nicknamed the Pink House, provides abortions to women who need it. But it now has 9 days until it'll have to down its shutters. This is the only abortion clinic in the state. Anti- and pro-abortion protesters gathered in the area, breaking into a scuffle.
We come here because I believe this is ground zero. Babies are being murdered here. I know people are going to gather here every day that either don't know God or hate God, but one of the two.
The clinic is still open, and I think that bothers them, and they want it shut down immediately. They want all of these rights and these reproductive rights, these healthcare rights to be stripped completely and in every way. I think Clarence Thomas made it pretty clear, his opinion, that this is just the beginning of the rights they want to take away. And I think that's primarily why they're out here yelling today.
Now remember, this is not the only state with tensions flaring. Republican states have similar scenes that were witnessed across the United States. In the immediate aftermath of the Supreme Court ruling, there were some states which imposed a ban, while others have set a buffer time. At least about 10 states have banned abortion so far. There are states such as Missouri that have imposed a trigger ban, which means the moment the Supreme Court transferred the power to the states, this ban has already now come into effect.
To say that my rights at this point are being taken away from me to not have that choice anymore, whether it would be that I would be raped at some point or that I had a medical condition that causes me to need to abort a pregnancy, to not have that choice anymore is honestly quite infuriating, and the implications that it has on me and the future of this country is quite frightening, to be honest.
Now, the landmark Roe versus Wade has now been scrapped in the United States of America, and this means that the different states in the United States have been handed the power to either ban or to allow for medically assisted safe abortions. But these decisions are sparking some crucial questions which the American people will need to answer. What happens to abortion pills and to contraceptives? Even before the abortion protection law was overturned, there were 19 American states that already had restrictions on this bill. They required women to make an in-person visit to get the drug, but a total ban has never been seen. Now, this is a bit of a grey area because medical abortion pills are approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Restricting a pill by the FDA will require permission by the federal authority, and only states' decisions cannot supersede it. And the federal body is under the Joe Biden administration, which has made its stance clear on abortion. Biden believes that abortion is a reproductive right for women, and that decision to abort or not should lie with the woman and not with the government. The White House has indicated that it will seek to prevent states from banning it will take measures to prevent states from banning the pill. But this looks like a long legal battle because Biden will now face the challenge from Republican states and also from anti-abortion groups. In a surprising statement, the Pentagon has distanced itself from the Supreme Court's decision. Pentagon has said that it will not recognize the ruling. The policy in place right now has said that military medical facilities will provide abortions only in cases of rape incest or if a woman's life is in danger. And this can be done in private clinics. But there is no rule in place for those military personnel who live in a state where abortion is illegal. To clarify this, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said that Pentagon respects reproductive rights. Hence, its employees will still have access to reproductive health care, even after the Supreme Court's ruling. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.